Come on.
You can read it. No, it's just clearing my throat.
Regular price 28,999 rand. Deluxe 39,999 rand.
Jesus.
It's 1/3 though, dude. It's
MacBook.
like dude, MacBooks are like 55 starting now. It's disgusting. It's like
Wow. Okay.
so
yeah,
that's
I'm
gone
out.
expensive. Everything else has gone expensive. Like
Okay, I'm out.
yeah, it's mental.
I'll take people's hand-me-downs.
That's where I'm at now, dude.
Refurbished hand-me-downs, please. Well, on that note.
DJ was in the house.
That's right. You can be my hype man. What?
With zero rhythm.
I know, right? It's our statue episode where you don't need rhythm.
Yeah, you just look at cool looking stuff.
Yeah, we've lined a lot of it up here. I'm hoping looks like it's kind of coming out on the camera there, which is good. I thought what we'd do is kick off with the one contribution I have, because thereafter the rest is just over to you, man.
Yeah, but I mean, it's epic, dude, and I do want to like talk more about this because I mean, we've talked a lot and people probably think we're sponsored by Iron Studios. We are not. I just, again, I do think I'm not going to go on and on about it like I have, but it's the price point, the characters they're doing and all that I think is awesome. So this is one of the first full-on X-Men that has arrived with Beast. We didn't buy Beast. We're not that rich.
Yeah. I'm not the biggest Beast fan either.
Yeah,
so.
but you know what the thing is? Like, I'm not either, but it's one of those things that's like, damn it, it's still so cool if you could have them all together.
Yeah, totally. You can even flip it around so you can see the back of this bad boy.
Yeah, so I've zoomed out.
I mean, and on the back there's like a bit of a zoomed out image there.
It's a little
Decent
bit dark
box.
on my side, but if it doesn't come out, we will put up
We'll
proper
filter.
pictures. Yeah.
No, and we both thought now would be a good opportunity to open this and kind of do like an unboxing, try and assemble the thing as best we can and see how he looks when he's done.
Because I mean, generally, obviously, a line of statues got like a similar style of assembly and packaging, and let's put this in the center here so you can. So I'm keen, man. Like Gambit is still coming, and I've ordered Gambit, so. Not bad.
Okay. Yeah, we did pre-cut like the tape and everything on this, just so we could easily open it up and gain access
Check
to
those
him.
claws.
And they look like they're proper metal claws, which is extra sick and cool, in my opinion. Anyway. So what do we have here? I can see.
No pressure. Do not break your statue, Warren.
Yeah, on the first attempt. This is definitely the base. It's solid. It's heavy. I'll give them kudos there.
You solid and heavy.
Yeah, the base is solid. I mean, this thing is
Yes, and that's
proper.
we mentioned this in the Batman videos when we were talking to Brandon from Cosmic,
Yeah, man.
and that's what I brought up: the whole broken wood and everything, that attention to detail. This price range, they don't even think of the base. The base is just like an afterthought.
Yeah, 100%, man. Sheesh.
You know, I'm going
that's
to
good.
do a really quick comparison. I love my death statue, but look how simple that base is. I'm sure,
Yeah,
like,
I'm with you.
you know, like, and they are actually, they similar-ish price points. I mean, the Iron Studio is a little bit higher in price, but I mean, for that, and you've got the body
And I
there.
mean, this, dude. I don't know if you can get some of the detailing on the costume, like,
I will try my best.
and on the shoulder pads, like some of the metaling. It looks like it's been scuffed, scraped. It's seen damage.
Yeah.
You know, that is cool. Even
I
on
don't
the
know if
boots,
it's
dude,
really translating, but I also don't want to bang your statue.
no, it's fine. It looks good, and I'm trying to think where he actually goes in here. Does he go into that? Do you think?
We interrupt for a commercial break.
I don't know how he goes in.
That's what she said.
You.
Okay, it's got to have something to do with these holes.
Let me reference the
Yeah,
picture. Okay, so he's coming away from this.
Yeah, so that's that.
Huh, so maybe it is this thing here. Or this direction. How terrible am I at this?
It's okay. It is, and it's also nerve-wracking, man. Like,
Yeah, so I think it's definitely that.
yes, that looks correct from what I can
his foot
see.
is sitting quite flush on there. So I think it's definitely that. No other reference on the box, so oh well.
So we currently almost have a complete Wolverine.
We are terrible at this. All the statue enthusiasts out there are like, what the hell are you guys doing? Amateurs.
In that breath, dude, I mean, there's a guy online called, I think, Gemini Collectibles, and he does the big statues. And even there's some parts where he's like, okay, I need to figure this out. Fast forward the video. So, I mean...
So, yeah.
There.
That
just magnetized
and clicked in quite nicely.
So any newbies out there, do not force... Generally, things snap in.
It has its own way to go in, and I could feel that as I was trying to rotate it and stuff. So
this is making me want a Wolverine. And funny enough, like, I saw it in the cabinet, and I was like, "Cool, it's Wolverine." You know, I can't claim to be the biggest fan. But seeing it right up this close is like, it's depressing me and changing my mind.
Yeah, man. Even the detailing on the head.
Yeah, it's cool.
And then, yeah, this one looks like it also just snap and magnet and
hopefully one day we will get like a whole little studio lighting setup here. Can spin around and...
It just looks...
Again, like, because of our lighting and stuff, we might just put up the stock footage.
Yeah, man. But wow.
Because it's not doing it justice what we're seeing.
Yeah, but it's super sick.
And it's so cool how they thought, you know, like, because, I mean, Wolverine is a small guy. I mean, there's even jokes that he's, like, so short in the comics. And this is how, like, a guy of his nature would dive low in the air, like...
Totally.
I don't know how to explain it otherwise.
Totally. So it looks good. I'm not used to these modern statues that magnetically snick together and stuff. You know, I'm used to solidly molded thing, and yeah, hopefully nothing delicate breaks in the transportation.
Well, yeah, so funny enough, I mean, the death that I'm talking about here, this is magnetic, but the rest is just plug it in and force it a little, and you hoping, like, it's like, please don't do anything. So
sure, okay, looks like I'm gonna have to take over the filming duties now while you walk us through some of your recent statue acquisitions, and some of them are divine.
So I don't know if anyone's watched our older episodes, but I did talk about, like, my renewed love.
Are you going to bring onto a mat or something?
Yeah, the Bombshell collection. When I got the Zatanna of this, and, you know, I'm now on, like, a everything Sandman related. And, you know, all death and dream statues are like hen's teeth. So when I clicked, and I totally forgot that they did a Bombshell of you know, death, and it's like, you know, all the Bombshells are sort of different reiterations of them, but so much yet them. So yeah, dude, I just love its, like, little detail. And I did say, you know, just right now that its base is simple, but I mean, it works for the series. I mean, the shining pieces them.
I agree.
So super happy about this death here.
I agree with you. She's gorgeous.
Then let's do Swampy.
Nice.
There was a little bit of a bid war. And yeah, man, like, again, we were talking about this off camera, like, as a bust, he just works so well because he's one with nature, and he comes up and, you know, from the green.
Yeah.
So it works, and I'm generally not a bust guy, but yeah, dude. And I was actually surprised. I mean, if you, like, look at the leaves growing out of his back, and I got it at a steal of a price too, so fitting in there with my Justice League Dark collection.
Yeah, no. I personally, I love that one. I think it's, like you said, from a bust point of view, it works so well. The coloring, everything, they've nailed it. That is
it's vibrant. Yeah, and the next one I want to talk about is something that's not really your favorite, but I got this from Cosmic on Batman Day special. It's the Gerrard Way, like, reiteration. They asked him to do a Batman and a Joker, and there's something about this. This is the black and white series for anyone who knows. There's just these little details that I love.
Show his back off. I think he's got detailing on the cape on the back too. Oh, he does. Like little squiggles.
Yeah, and what I love about if anyone knows anything about Gerrard Way, I mean, he's like a trippy, funky kind of dude. And he likes everything that's off and awkward and that's not the norm or whatever. And when I look at this statue, like, you know, there's been lots of iterations of the black and white series that they've done different things. I personally didn't like the Mike Mignola, like, you know, sagging shoulders, black and white Batman.
And I also don't like the colored version either. It doesn't work for me. I don't know why.
I just, again, and I know you don't like this, but there's something about this that's like in an alternate universe. If Batman was a little skinny, rich Bruce Wayne kid growing up, trying out to be Batman, it's like there's so many childish things like squiggles and like, you know, like a cross, like be afraid of me. He has a, you know, like cross on my cape, where it's like, you know, you later on learn that Batman's presence or lack thereof is what's terrifying about him. Yeah. But this seems like such a childish, innocent iteration. There's like little locks on him and stuff, and it's just something that a kid would get from his bedroom and be like, I'm Batman, you know? So, and I like the awkwardness of it, you know, like there's like, I don't know, I think I can relate to it because I used to be that, like, well, I still am, that, you know, skinny kid and stuff. So, there's something about it that I like that's so weird and awkward about him. So
emo-y in a way,
yeah,
actually.
It's 100% emo-y little Batman, you know, like. And I got it again. It was Cosmics. They did their 50% sale off the Batman stuff. It was stupidly cheap. There's places that I see are still retailing at an auction that I still got it cheap, you know.
Wow. Okay.
So, and then the final one, which is, I am so lucky to have got this. So, you know, I know you know the backstory, Warren, but like the minute this went on sale, it was also 50% off that Cosmic sold it. Like, I physically, me trying to buy it online wasn't good enough. I raced to the store because I was scared that I was going to miss out on the statue. And there was the showroom model piece left. They had one more, but one of the little Robins capes had broken.
Sure.
So
that's tragic.
Yeah, it's like,
let me just try and turn him a bit this way so we can get all the Robins.
Sorry, it's hooking on you.
Why is it hooking?
Crow, crow, crow.
Bar.
And what I love about this is like, you know, the expensive statue companies, like you look at, like we've talked about XM, their gambit is like very hyper realistic, gritty, dark faded colors. And then you get some statues that are more comic book accurate, where it's like bright and colorful, but there's a sketched sort of look to it. I don't know how to explain it. You need to see it in real life. It looks like they've almost sketched onto the statue. And to me, it's got such a different style to it. And you have to you have to sit and attach these little chains, and they've got like little almost safety pin things, or like these little hooks that you've got to like connect, which is like nerve-wracking on its own. But the detail, dude, even like the scratching in the...
I saw that. Has clawed off half of the base there.
Yeah, so I'm so happy that I got this. To me, it's my... I mean, you get the other overkill. I mean, like, I think it's... I don't know if it's XM or Prime 1 that did Batman Lofts, and it's ginormous, and it's mind-blowing.
Hyper detailed as well.
Yeah,
like,
it's freaking beautiful. But like this is like... There's even the black and white series where Batman Lofts, and I don't like it. He's got like a whip and stuff, and I just... This is like so much more of a character of who he is, so...
Yeah, for me, this is definitely more of a good representation of almost like Capullo's art. Like you said, that sketch factor on the pants, on the capes, and it looks almost like it was pulled from the comic and then three-dimensionalized from there, kind of thing. It's superb. It's such
and I do want to note, like you talked about the new... I mean, I'm actually thinking now, not one of these statues have the magnetized things, except for this death name tag.
Oh, wow. Jeez, okay.
But every one of them was the old school. You got to like plug everything in and hope it holds. It's a little bit like shaky sometimes. So it is even nerve-wracking having them here. I'm scared. I'm like, but anyway,
swing it out too violently. Yeah. But they're all in their own unique way, and what they bring, they're awesome. They're fantastic, and I do get and understand from a statue collector's point of view. That is part of that appeal. Is in some cases, my personal opinion is some of them don't translate well. When it's the Mignola one is a perfect example. I think his art on page works so well. And I think in one of the previous videos we covered why, for me, he's a master of shadow and negative space, and out of that forms the image. Now to try and take that and bring it out in a statue. In both cases, the black and white didn't quite work for me, and neither did the colored version. And I truly believe that's because there's no negative space that it kind of comes from. And yeah, I mean, I've seen the one Todd. It's that one cover, his first Batman cover that he did with the almost like a Spawn-like cape that's flowing and everything.
People are losing their minds over that statue.
100%. And that, to me, kind of works because there's a lot that you can do with the cape, the three-dimensionalizing of the cape and all of that. And so it's hit and miss with certain artists and certain interpretations of certain things. And
I was playing with the idea of getting that statue, but I don't know if it's too late now. I must actually check. But
we would have to check. And there are some guys that do almost like the mid-range of things. We've seen some that are almost like on the border of an action figure or an oversized action figure that has maybe limited posability, but not resin-based, not anything else, plastic type based things. I think recently to some of those Mortal Kombat figures that we saw, in no way, shape or form are they PVC, whatever. It looks like it's just well molded plastic that you would put and display as such. That one Death action figure that you got for me is more, it's more like a posable action figure and a limitedly posable action figure than so it sits almost in
you haven't
middle.
opened that yet, eh?
No, but that sits in the middle of statue and action figure. You know, for me, it's you take that out, you'll put it down, and that's it. That's how it's going to stand. Whereas some of the more recent Marvel Hasbro Legends type of action figures, multiple points of articulation, make him stand firm or crouching with hands in front. All of it's possible. And with the Todd McFarlane ones, all of that type of cool posing is possible now. Whereas I think back to 90s, early 2000s Todd action figures where they were kind of take them out, put them down, and you might be able to move an arm up or down or something, but that was it. You know, just an action figure designed to just be posed as is. The mid-ground between that and statue was where my thinking is going.
And it's interesting you say that because I think, I did tell you this off camera, that Death that I got you, like the label said action figure. So I was like, this is up Warren's alley. I'm not much of an action figure kind of guy. I don't like the posing thing. Like I understand it, but it's just not my vibe. And I got it and I'm like, I don't want to give this to Warren. I want to keep it because you, like you said, it's got that middle ground of it's like a statue, but it's like, I was like, no, now I need to track one down myself.
Exactly that. And I mean, I think back, I've got a couple things in my current collection, Danger Girl action figures that are exactly like that. The legs, everything, you put them on their base, and I think one or two of them, the waists can swivel slightly, but the arms can be moved up and down. And that's it. Yeah. That's the degree of what you can do. But it's designed to take it out of the box, put it on its base, and leave it alone. And the Death definitely falls into that category. Okay, and for me, they're almost like, they it's like as is pose action figures. A cheap man's statue, maybe, in a way, so to speak. But all of them have their merits, especially when they're done well.
Yeah. No, definitely. And when my Gambit arrives, we'll definitely unbox him too.
That'll be cool. Follow-up unboxing.
Sorry, I'm getting a call. I need to silence it. I don't know how.
I don't know. It's your phone. I would hope that you would know how to.
Generally, usually my phone's on silent, so.
Okay, well, not this time. Apologies to all of our viewers. Mark was inconsiderate. He thought about himself and his phone before you, the viewer. Guy who gives us 20 minutes of their time. 20 minutes they'll never get back. Sorry. Yeah, dude. So, thanks for sharing. These were definitely...
you're Wolverine, dude. Sure.
I'm very happy with it, man. I'm excited. And I think, I've told you off camera, I've earmarked one or two other ones that I know I'm going to probably commit to and get. I don't want to say which ones just yet in case people are like, let's go and get them before Warren does. You shall never get my fingers.
And I suppose we can do unboxings of those, you know, if there's anyone on the fence, about like trying to get one of these. So, maybe we'll give them a bit of insight.
I hope
Who knows?
Yeah. Definitely worth it. The price of admission, as it was. 100%.
So, if you liked what Mark and I were talking about here, or just like our content in general.
Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification for more videos.
And yeah, do us a favor and find us on the social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram.
See you in the next video.